3.
Well, as you can see, Mystical Florals is the release that we have this month, and let me just show you what each of these products has. So I'll begin, as always, with our 12 by 12 patterned cardstock. And this has 12 by 12 double-sided sheets. There are 2 of each, plus 50 cutouts. So let me just walk you through what these pages look like. So here's the first one, as you can see on the front. And if you are a scrapbooker, you know that you're going to put your photos in the middle. If you are a card maker, just think about cutting this into quarters, and that will give you 4 cards. 4 cards. And here we've got on the back, we've got an all-over pattern with that really pretty border. This is the next sheet, and the back of that. And go into purples, so we've got lots of colors in here. Some lace I had. And here we go into the greens, and there's the back with all the ferns. Here are the large cutouts and 2 borders, as you can see, 12 inches long. And these are just going to work. Well, you're going to see some examples, so I'll show you that. Here is the back, and here are the cutouts. And as you can see, most of them have greetings, but some are just with the art. That way you can layer them, you can put things on top of them. And there is the back side. And as I said, you're going to get 2 of each. Because this is hot off the press, you will have projects. So on the back, there is a scrapbook page and a card, but I have to show them to you right now. Here is the page. That was that first page that I showed you. And there's one of the borders going all across. And this is matted on a patterned and 2 solids. I'll show you the solids in a minute. This is one of the die cuts. And look how pretty this is. This is one of the chipboard pieces, and it has been stamped in gold. And here's more of the chipboard done in some markers as well as the stamping. Just beautiful. And here is a card, because you always can do those. Now this is one of the pages, and here is one of the die cuts and some of the chipboard that's been colored with markers. So beautiful work. And so I'll set those aside, and then we'll get into the solid colors. Now there are 12 sheets, double-sided, same thing, but you're going to get 12 colors, and here's how we do that. So each sheet has a color on the front, obviously, and a lighter shade of the same tone on the back, or a different color. And so that's how we get the 12 colors. So we have this very rich gold and a light yellow. We have a teal and a light green, an orchid and a light purple, a dark green with a white on the back side, but we've got more greens coming up. So we have this one as well as a lighter green on that. So you get 3 greens, and that's going to work for all of the flowers and the leaves. So that is what our Mystic Florals solid cardstock. And then we're going to get into our 6 by 6s. Now I'm not going to show you the papers again because I just showed them to you, but it's the same thing, just squished down. There's going to be 4 sheets of every single page, and in addition there are 100 cutouts, so that just works nicely. Again, this is hot off the press, so you are going to get an idea, but I have to show it to you right here. So you can see this is that second sheet that I showed you in the 6 by 6 size, and then some layering in the center. Here's one of the cutouts from the 100 that you get, and some of the chipboard added, as well as some purple border dazzles. Just really pretty. Okay, so that is what you get there. Then we're going to get into the die cuts. The die cuts are 31. And let me just show them to you. So you get 2 sheets, 2 different sheets. Kind of like the cutouts, they have, most of them have greetings or messages, but some of them just have the art. Again, you can do some layering. We always have these narrow ones because they're just so useful. And let me show you on the back of the package. As always, there are ideas, but here they are in close-up in full light. So you can see that this is a 5 by 6.5 inch card. There are 2 die cuts. One is that oval one, and this one with the greeting. Then Dream Big is one. The Anything is Possible is also another of the die cuts. So beautiful there. And that's just a great example. And here's another. So greens and purples and teals are all the colors. You can see the purples here. So here is the paper, just one sheet, and the die cuts right there. A little bit of ribbon out of our purple set, and again, more of the chipboard. In fact, let's just look at the chipboard because that's next on my list, and here we go. So this is a 6x6 piece. We'll get in really close to see it. There are 17 designs, and you can really see the detail. And look at that. That's that beautiful one that was inked. In fact, here is the sample that's on the back of the package, but here it is in life. Now, this didn't have anything done to it. You saw it in gold, and here it is. But look how you can get the detail because of the etching that is done with our chipboard pieces. And you can just color them with inks or with markers. Certainly markers are going to do a beautiful job like that. And it's just so perfect because you've got all of the lines to follow on the chipboard itself. It just works really, really well. One more piece, really an important piece, are the cutting dies. There are 20 in the Mystical Florals, and look at them. And they do also, as you might guess, there's going to be a card there. And let me show it to you. And as we get in closer, I just really want you to see that the lines that are added, we do it in the chipboard, but we also do it in the cutting dies now. Look at that. Those are actually slits that are made in the paper by the cutting die, and you can layer them, as you can see that's been going on here, but you just get so much more detail. Just a really beautiful look. True in the ferns and the leaves, as well as the flowers. And that's all showcased right here with our Mystical Florals flowers. So all of these are available now. We have the Mystical Florals pattern cardstock in 12x12, the Mystical Florals solid cardstock that coordinates perfectly, the the die cuts, the 31 of them, the Mystical Florals 6x6, the chipboard, and the coordinating cutting dies, all of them in the Mystical Floral Collection.